You know, they think about us eating cows all the time.
That's
the same thing we feel about people eating fucking dogs.
Yeah. I think I'm with you. I think all animals should be respected except horses. I have no respect for horses.
Why a horse? I don't. Why a horse?
Go ahead. If they send,
Oh no, if you ready, if you don't. I'm sorry, pardon me. I forgot. You the pro now. You know what I'm saying? God, you don't need to count down.
Yo, don't count me down, baby. Don't count me down.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't hear the countdown. Countdown hears me.
Okay, welcome to the AWO podcast. We are the assholes with opinions. I'm your moderator and host, Sonny. We got the damn Deacon.
Yo, I've watched too much Dolomite.
We got G Games, aka Gainesville.
What's happening, man?
Fellas, hey, it's 2020, man. How was y'all New Year?
New Year's starting off pretty good.
I know I'm old because we straight went to sleep by 8:30. This how raggedy Atlanta is, right? We got $1.5 billion stadium, but they ain't got no money to drop the peach.
Nah, they taking up a collection to do that shit.
Hey, you know what's sad? They told people you could go to this museum and look at the peach beforehand.
Wow.
We got two stadiums and no New Year's celebration.
Hey, so look,
two empty ass stadiums on New Year's.
All right, so look.
That's funny.
Hey, we don't really get really personal on this show, but let me ask. So, Gaines, give me your biggest challenge for 2020.
No alcohol.
I'm a sober man.
Usual, Frank?
Yeah, he gonna flunk that shit. Go ahead. Hey, Deacon.
I'm good. I'm good, man.
I was just with this nigga the weekend before last, and we was
one. 2 minutes in, he already throwing the word up. 2 minutes in.
2 minutes in.
Fuck. All right.
But look, we was at the college football playoff.
Yeah.
In the tight seats. Come on, how could I not? With all of it free included, how could I not?
Hey, why it look like Deacon got a no limit chain on?
Hey, he do like the last Don, like Master P on that.
Hey, look. Let me tell y'all suckers something. Look, I'm gonna tell you a funny story about this chain right here.
What?
So, I taught a real life lesson to my son with this chain. So my son decided he was gonna go to the little people in the middle of the mall and buy him a chain, right? I said, Quad, just spend your money on that chain. He bought that chain and got caught out in the rain with it. Thought the whole necklace brown.
Your shit fake, nigga. You don't got it. You do not have it.
All right, man. Let's get started.
Hold on. Wait, real quick. Before we get into the topics of the day, I think I got some ways for us to bring in the new year, the new 2020. So, we all know I'm trying to stop saying the N-word, right?
Okay.
But then I keep finding things that shows that people behaving in N-word ways is across all species. Let me show you what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Come on, man. Quit tripping, man. Get off of me, man. Get off of me, bro.
Fucking ass. Better quit fucking.
Man, you tripping, home. You tripping.
Nah, bring your ass here.
Nah, home. I'm about to back up out of here, man.
Nah, Holmes, fuck that.
Nah, home. Get your hands off of me, man. Get your hands off of me, man.
Nah, I ain't trying to hear that.
Nah, home. Quit playing. Bro.
Nigga.
Bro, I'm about to whip your ass out here.
Get your ass out here.
Boy, I'm about to get the fuck up out of here.
Bring your ass back.
Now, let me tell you something. I watch National Geographic and that stuff all the time. This wasn't over no food. This wasn't over no territory. This was just two motherfuckers like, hey, we got to get this shit off our chest, man.
That's beef. That's what beef is. On site. That's beef.
Yeah. That was some real on-site stuff right there.
Hey, them Kangaroos tore that little gazebo up just now.
Looked like one threw the other one across the table and everything.
Hey, look,
man.
can you imagine the woman inside recording? She said, "Hey, ruin them out there fighting again."
Yeah.
And in honor of my Dolomite pimp outfit, have you guys ever seen a real life pimp slap? Like just in regular life.
What?
You ever seen somebody get pimp slapped before?
Yeah, I've definitely seen some. Yeah, I
Seen
saw
somebody get pimp slapped before,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I bet you ain't never seen nobody get Ric Flair chopped in real life.
Hey, man.
Hey,
Dog.
I don't even know what to say right now.
That's all you can say. Woo. That's all you can say for that.
Bruh, he licked his hand before he slapped that man.
Hey, how you get super chopped in the middle?
But then the way dude just dropped after the slap, like what?
Let me tell you something. Nobody's fucking with that guy ever.
How you get into a real life like wrestling move in the middle of the restaurant, like or whatever it was at? You got hit with a real wrestling move.
No, but he really dropped him though. Dude was
That's the crazy part, is that he dropped him after. Yeah.
That man licked his hand. Bah!
Saw Ric Flair with the drip. That's Ric Flair with the drop.
Let me tell you something. Everybody who owed him money paid up after that video got out. Real quick though, story time with Deacon. The true story. When I was in middle school, man, we was at I don't know, we was outside the school for something. I can't even remember. But these two dudes got to fighting, right? And you know, this is the point where like the biggest shit on the planet. So person A is fighting person B. Person B decides to kick this motherfucker in the stomach, right? Mm-hmm. And when he kicked him, dude did kind of bend over a little bit. So this motherfucker had nothing better to do but try to hit him with the stone. Look, when person B landed on his butt with that stunner, person A sat up and proceeded to whip it. I don't know what he was thinking, man. He tried to stone cold stunner this man. Moral of the story, kids, do not try these wrestling moves, man, in a real goddamn fight.
All right, so maybe by the time that this airs on Monday, we'll be at war. What y'all think?
Well, goddamn, maybe. This is my first thoughts on this, right? Like, this shit isn't a threat of war, man. Like, this shit has happened before with Iran, right? Like, they're saying that we have to pay, that they're going to do something to us, right? But they know if they do something too big, that's going to be the end of them. We're going to wipe out their fucking military, right? Like, easy. It's not going to be like a fight, you know? With what we have over there right now, we could probably win this shit. With what we have in Iran right now, we could probably win. My problem with it is it's all a play. Like, it's all a setup, man. They wait till now to bomb this dude, man. You realize they've known about this dude since the Bush administration, that he was a threat to the U.S.?
Yeah, I heard that, but I heard that what you're saying, but I heard that he wasn't like really on any of the target list. He was just somebody they was keeping an eye on. But they knew how dangerous he was. But I guess something I was watching this morning where they were saying that that's why Bush and Obama let him be. You know, that's why they didn't take him out, because they didn't want to, I guess, rally the support for him, because apparently he's like real charismatic or whatever.
He's like a guy
in Iran.
Yeah, in Iran. So
it's the support for Iran. If they do anything too big, it's not going to be good for them. Now, am I saying that there aren't going to be plenty of Americans that die? There probably are going to be, but it's going to be way worse for them, though. So I don't think they're going to do nothing too big. They'll do the same thing they did last time. Sneak attack some ship out there in the ocean, or firebomb some goddamn oil field out there and blame it on terrorist group. Say they didn't have nothing to do with it.
Gaines, what you think?
I think it's a facade. I think it's all fake, man. I mean that's the easiest way to rally up people and forget about stuff, right? So give this about 3 weeks. Ain't nobody gonna care about impeachment. You know, wait to the next scandal. With social media, our attention span, I should say, is so short now. Because think about this: anybody's talking about the fact that this dude got fined for his charity misappropriating money. Nobody cares.
Facts.
That was like last week. Nobody cares. Anybody talk about you paying off porn stars? And the dude that's in jail, the guy that's in jail, the defense for the porn star was, I didn't pay the money. That guy paid the money. But it was your service. You got dealt with, you got hooked up and you gave the money to this guy. That's like if I commit a crime and I said, Deke, go pay this guy off, and you go pay the guy off, and we say, hey, we're gonna put Deke in jail because he transported the money. What about the crime? Or we ain't worried about that. Bomb somebody. Let's go. We got all this stuff to do.
Yeah.
So that's gonna rally everybody behind him, and nobody's gonna care about none of the stuff that happens.
So you think this is more so just kind of a distraction?
Wag the dog, yeah, like that movie.
I love that movie.
Yeah, Gaines is probably right in this, because what better thing to rally people behind Trump than a war? You know?
Yeah.
Dude, that's how you get your base together. You bomb somebody, you fight, and then you wave the American flag and say, "We Americans. If you don't agree with this, you un-American."
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we blew up one of our own ships and then blamed it on them, so we could go to war.
God damn, son. Did y'all see all the kids was on Twitter talking about they were gonna bring the draft back? All the kids were scared.
You know what? They'll go to asshole to me with this. So you got a generation of people who are mad because stuff isn't given right to them, and then you also have gluten allergies and all the other crazy stuff. You're so fragile, and you think that the solution is to give you a gun and send you into the desert to fight.
Look, let me tell you something.
Ain't gonna happen.
The draft could never work today.
Nope.
It would never work today.
Nope.
Why you say that?
Think about our society. You can't do nothing wrong to a dog, man. You talking about you sending a human to war that doesn't want to go? Man, please. That's not happening. That is not happening in today's world. Look, I'm going to speak just for me. Man, if they send me a letter to my house saying I got to report to such and such and such to go to war, I'm not showing up, man. They going to have to come get me. Man. You think the majority of American people showing up? No, man. No way.
Hey, this is the part where we go off the script, all right? Gaines. Dick got on like a $200 vest, $100 hat, but he can't buy no fucking earphones that would just stay in his ear. So we don't have to keep editing this shit to edit out the times that his fucking earphones drop out.
Hey, don't talk about that middle of the mall chain. He got the middle of the mall headphones. That's what he got.
Don't forget the $10 chain.
The $10 chain, right.
No, though, this has been me forever since I was a teenager. Headphones just don't stay in my ears. I don't know. You know how they make the headphone to where it's supposed to fit perfectly in the inside of your ear? Right. Inside of my ear doesn't work that way.
You need something that hooks on your ear, like the top part.
You need something over the ears. Yeah, you need over the ears.
These shits they don't fit my ears. They super uncomfortable.
So why do you keep putting them on?
Because I don't like them over the headphones shits that y'all got on.
Hey.
But they got others. Like, dude, he just said they uncomfortable. They don't fit. That's like, bro, you keep going to the gas station and buying the wrong rubber size constantly. Like, what the hell is you trying to achieve?
A baby. Go straight to the top.
That's because nobody was coming to see you, Otis. We totally going off the script. Fuck what we had written down that we was going to talk about. We're going to talk about these fucking classic movies. Hey, The Temptations movie or The 5 Heartbeats?
5 Heartbeats all fucking day.
Games.
I had to say 5 Heartbeats because I don't even remember the Temptations movie really, to be honest with you. I remember parts of 5 Heartbeat, but I don't even remember Temptations movies. So that means they must have not held the candle to this one.
So y'all saying the 5 Heartbeats is a better movie than Temptations?
It's more entertaining.
Definitely better movie than Temptation.
Why?
It just seemed more entertaining, and
because I don't think the Temptations, the movie is bullshit for real.
Why you say that?
Because it was told from Otis's point of view, and everybody else was dead. Otis,
everybody, wait a minute, hold on.
I'm telling you, man.
I'm not gonna let you do that. Everybody was not dead, dog.
Pops used to say it all the time. Didn't nobody give a fuck about Otis? Nobody cared about Otis. Wasn't that important, man. Now all of a sudden he the leader of the group in this thing. He's setting everything up. Didn't nobody give a fuck about Otis? Otis is a liar. That's what Otis is. Otis is the last man standing.
What I'm saying though, but think about this. It's like, remember Dave Chappelle brought that up. If you were writing the Deke story, right? Yeah. Wouldn't you make yourself like the best thing ever and everything else is just trash? And you know what I'm saying? You would make it in your image, right?
But you can't do that if you're the third background singer in the Temptations.
Why you can't? This is the age of fake news. That was the first fake news back then. He did what he did, yeah. You tell the people a lie enough times, they're going to believe it.
Okay, but wait. Now, let me ask y'all this. Better music. Plus, taking into consideration, all the Temptations records was real.
Yeah. So you got to go Temptation with better music.
Yeah.
But let me tell you something. That shit dropped right now. I'm goddamn going crazy. Is there a heart in the house tonight? Stand up.
You ain't, nah. You're not gonna go more crazy.
He can't stand up because his headphones come out.
Yeah. Right. Are you gonna go more crazy for House is a Heart for Love, or if you hear fucking I'm Losing You?
Maybe I'm losing you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I will say this about the Temptation. It has by far the most disrespectful scene ever in a fucking movie.
They coming to see me.
They coming to see the Temptations.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
See, they ain't even care about Otis in the goddamn movie, man. Everybody knows David Ruffin knew. Nobody give a fuck about Otis.
Is the 5 Heartbeats a musical?
Yes. I had a whole argument with somebody on whether the 5 Heartbeats was a musical. It's clearly a musical. There's songs all throughout the 5 Heartbeats.
What's the qualification for a musical?
That they sing fucking songs during the movie.
And no.
Oh, shit, Tony Montana, I know that. I'm just saying. I'm saying, like, is it, okay, like, does it 5 musical acts, does that make it a musical? Like, I'm just saying, what's a baseline?
I think when you have, like, scenes of the movie that have to be acted out through the song, through the songs, that's when it becomes a musical. I just think they found a very, what's his name, Robert Townsend. I just think he found a very creative way to segue into the music scenes without making it, without setting it up like, oh, here comes the song. Like as if you're watching like Grease or Hairspray or something like that. And it's like, the setup, oh, here comes the song. Mm-hmm. I just think he just kind of eliminated that part. But it's definitely a musical to me. It's definitely a musical.
I'm not a fan of musicals, man. That ain't my thing. Like, I don't like music like that.
Fuck is your problem?
I don't know if I'm a huge fan of musicals neither. Because now that we're talking, I'm trying to think of how many musicals I've actually seen. And I don't know.
So what do y'all have against musicals?
No, that's not my thing. Like, I don't, like, one or two.
Name a good one.
But when you get into, like, the third and fourth song, I don't like that shit.
Yeah,
just name 2.
I like those 2, but name another one.
Aladdin.
Oh, I like Aladdin.
The newer one, right?
Disney movies don't count though.
Yeah, every Disney movie could be a musical. Every one.
What's your favorite genre? a movie? What are you into?
I like action movies, man. I like, you
You
gotta like
love
see like
action
4 or 5 folks for me to like it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Motherfucker don't even have to use no words in the movie for you. Just as long as they shooting shit, you good.
Rocky 4 is made up of fucking 4 montages.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
There's fucking 30 minutes of talking, and it's the greatest movie on the fucking planet. That shit is montage after montage after montage.
They had
man.
three actual scenes with talking in it.
So, Dick,
But
what's your favorite genre?
Yo, I think my favorite would be like old gangster movies, like old Italian shit. Cause like The Irishman, I've watched that shit like 6 times.
Oh yeah.
Goodfellas, I don't know how many times I've seen it. Mobsters, I don't know how many times I've seen it. The Godfathers, I don't know how many times I've watched them. I fucking love those movies. Literally.
Ain't nothing like somebody just getting their ass whipped. That's what I like to see. Like I like to see real deal. You fighting or you getting murked and you entertaining me. You know what I'm saying? Like people talk about some movies are trash, but if it's good fight scenes, good choreography, all that stuff, I'm cool. I'm entertained.
But
That's
then I
what
also like, I don't know, because I used to like the Kung Fu movies a lot too. Because remember, I used to watch them Bruce Lee movies all the time when I was a kid.
Yeah.
When the last time you watched one?
What?
Why don't y'all put your phones on silent? Like, is that shit like
I knew this nigga was gonna say it.
like bro, I'm
I
looking
saw
at
all
this
of
shit
this
all
face.
fucking day. Like it's just sitting there and he just
Oh,
okay.
you're right.
I saw the look of disapproval.
I can't work in this damn environment. Fuck this shit. And voiceovers and do all this shit and can't comprehend silence. Great. Like goddamn son, like come on now. It ain't rocket science.
Thinking about it more, I don't know if I've seen any like musical.
See,
Like we
y'all
was down here we was watching Over the Woods one day down here, right? And I'm already sleepy. I'm drinking, I'm sitting in the chair sleep. And the motherfucker starts singing, like broke out into a whole like presentation. I said, oh fuck that, I'm going to sleep. I don't want to see this.
Look, I love musicals. Mary Poppins, Popeye.
I'm with you, Popeye.
Popeye was
name.
alright.
Bet you ain't watched the new Mary Poppins. Does nobody watched it?
I watched I watched Annie. That was okay. That was
I
I like that.
Yeah, and crack.
I like that one.
I had to watch the new Annie because of the little black girl.
No. I like crack.
I watched
don't
too,
like
I ain't gonna lie.
I can't watch La La Land and shit like that.
Yeah, I can't watch that
I
shit either.
don't know what that is. I'm not watching none of that type of shit.
Speaking of stupid folks, what about Antonio Brown?
Oh my fucking goodness. This motherfucker. I got a little rundown here prepared of what the fuck has happened with Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's first start.
But you got a timeline?
Yeah, timeline of his fucking year. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's start at fucking Pittsburgh, the end of last season, right?
Mm-hmm.
Pittsburgh, the end of last year, this motherfucker refused to show up to practice, missed the whole fucking game that could determine the playoffs, had been doing shit the whole time he's been in Pittsburgh that they hid from the whole world as to not to tarnish Antonio Brown, right?
Like what?
This nigga wasn't showing up to practice. Wasn't going to meetings.
The whole year, not just at the end, the whole year.
No, not the whole year. His whole career in Pittsburgh.
Oh.
They just didn't let the public know about this. The stuff he's doing is not new. He had been doing this craziness in Pittsburgh.
Hey, Gaines, that was the third time he said the N-word this episode.
Hey, you know what? You know why he paused? Because he almost called you an N just now. He had to catch it.
He probably did.
So this motherfucker got Pittsburgh had finally had enough of him, right?
Mm-hmm.
They released him. Now, on March 13th, the Raiders signed him to a $31 million extension, right? They signed, all he had to do was be on the roster at a certain point in camp, and he was getting this money. That's all he had to do.
Not
right?
even during the season, in camp, just in camp.
He had to be on the roster past a certain date to get this money. This motherfucker, first, he shows up to camp, practices a day, disappears for like a week, comes back, his feet are all fucked up because he got in a cryo chamber with no socks on. A cryo chamber is a big tube that they use dry ice to help heal the body.
Yeah,
right?
They freeze you.
So he got freezer burn on his feet because he got in this motherfucker with no socks on, right? So now his feet are all fucked up. He can't practice because his feet are fucked up. The NFL changes the helmet rules. Now it's a new helmet that everyone in the league has to use, right? This is not something new. They told them about this a year ago.
Right, but the key word there is everyone in the league has to use this.
And don't they have a choice, like between like 20 helmets or something like that?
Yeah, it's like 20 something helmets they get to choose from.
Okay.
Last year, they grandfathered in like 4 people's helmets, including Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady. So they told them last year was the last year they could use those helmets, right? Now Antonio Brown flips out that he can't use his helmet anymore. Something he's known about for a long fucking time. He didn't just find this out, right?
Yeah.
So now he's not practicing because he can't practice in his helmet. So he leaves camp again, right? John Gruden, who is the coach of the Raiders, Mike Mayock, who is the GM, they all defend him saying, hey, we stick by his decision. He appeals. He loses his appeal, of course. So then he finally goes back to fucking camp. Still doesn't practice, though. He just comes out there with his kids and shit, chilling, not practicing. So Mike Mayock the general manager, he finally gets frustrated with this, right? Not only does Antonio Brown call him a nigga, he threatens to slap the shit out of Mike Mayock.
I thought he called him not the N-word. I thought he called him another racial slur. Like
he called him the N-word. Like he said, the nigga, I'll slap the shit out of you.
Oh.
Damn!
Hold on. He said that to the GM.
To the GM. The Raiders have no fucking choice. They release him. Cut ties. They don't give a damn. They don't owe him a fucking dollar, right? So he loses out on that money. Then
all that money.
The greatest thing any receiver could ask for, this motherfucker goes to New England. New England signs him right away.
Right.
$18 million. 1 year, $18 million.
Right.
He is there with Tom Brady, the fucking GOAT. You can't ask for a better situation, right?
You can go play with Aaron Rodgers, but go ahead.
Or you can go play with Drew Brees, but we'll get to that later.
Okay.
Or you can still go play with Aaron Rodgers.
Or you go play with Cam Newton.
Right.
He's at the Patriots. So now some sexual assault allegations come out against Antonio Brown, right? Saying that he raped his former trainer and raped some other woman. Antonio Brown has nothing. Now we know these allegations are probably bullshit, right? But Antonio Brown has nothing better to do but to create a group me with his lawyer, a bunch of his homeboys, and one of the accusers. Puts pictures of her kids in the group me and threatens her, right? So Robert Kraft, of course, like, all right, okay, this shit is too much. He played one game with the Patriots.
And caught a touchdown.
Yeah, caught a touchdown, release. Now, this motherfucker has just been out of football and fucking tripping everywhere.
All over the fucking
all over the place, man.
Talk about the songs he had. What about the songs he had? That's the part I like.
Oh, you talking about this shit right here? So now this motherfucker's out here making rap videos.
Who's gonna be puffing? Who you think he is? Puffing?
This motherfucker tweeting, talking shit about everybody he used to play with. He done talked shit about Robert Kraft getting caught in the damn massage parlor. He done talked shit about Big Ben. He done talked shit about Tom. He's talking shit about everybody you can fucking think of.
Hey, and please don't forget when he said he's swearing off white women for 2020.
That's like if I go to Popeyes and I eat something and I get sick, and I'll be like, man, fuck that, I ain't never eating Burger King again. Like, what is wrong with you, man?
Dog, he's irrational, man. This motherfucker just had a tryout with the Saints not that long ago. And, man, they asked him not to show up with an entourage. He shows up with an entourage. He works out. He fucking leaves. Then he tweets, calls workout bullshit, basically saying it was a publicity stunt. Dog, it's no helping this dude, man.
Hey, listen, I know we're not supposed to say this to one another, but yeah, we're gonna change it up a little bit. Antonio Brown is now officially the asshole of the week.
He's got
Y'all agree?
Gotta be,
okay.
Man.
Antonio Brown has slowly, methodically, purposefully, and surely shown himself to be one of the most ignorant fucking people on this planet.
Out of control. It's going to be everything. That's going to be suspension, fine.
Who cost themselves $50 million, man?
In 1 year.
God damn, man.
No, the people told you, hey, we having a tryout. Just don't bring an entourage. Just show up. Let's have this tryout. And you show up with a van full of fucking people, cameras and all kinds of shit.
You can bring them and leave them in the hotel for an hour and a half or 2 hours or whatever and come back.
Basically.
Who gets to show up to a job interview with an entourage?
After being kicked off the last 2 jobs you had for being ignorant and not listening. And what do? You show up to the third interview. This kind of pissed me off because I'm a Saints fan. And I just read that because I can't read too much of that shit. I get aggravated how stupid he is. And I just read what he was saying, like, oh, this is just a publicity stunt. You are a publicity stunt, dude. This is your third chance. And you show up and you act, just don't act ignorant. Just don't act ignorant. Don't act ignorant. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to act really ignorant.
Yeah, like all you got to do is get in the door.
Yeah.
Like, does he realize like he's on the outside?
Right. Just close your mouth, put your head down, man, and go do what you got to do. When I started really looking at Antonio Brown crazy was okay, the charges came out. And we don't know, who did what, whatever. I'm not putting anything past this dumbass dude, man, for real. But the charges came out. And he had just got signed by the Patriots. But then the news started coming out that he already knew the charges were coming and didn't say shit to your new employee.
Yeah.
You feel me? I remember years ago, I was doing an interview with this dude and he asked me, it kind of fucked me up when he asked me, but he was like, hey man, how do y'all treat felonies? And I was like, oh shit, here we go. So I said, hey man, you got any felonies, man? You can't work here. At the place I was working at the time. I said, if you got any felonies, you can't work here. And he was like, no, I don't have any felonies now. I was like, oh, okay, well then there ain't nothing to worry about. He said, yeah, but I got a court case coming up in 2 months.
Basically, that court day wasn't gonna go his way.
Yeah, he already knew.
Right. I only mentioned that to say that the dude at least had the, the winning thought to just say, hey, listen, this is what I got coming up. If you do hire me, this is what might possibly be down the road. And this is a part-time job we're talking about. This is millions of dollars on the table, and you would expose them and put that organ, regardless of how you feel about the NFL. Because, Gaines, I know you got some strong views about the NFL. What I'm saying is someone is putting themselves on the line to sign you during this time where you've shown yourself to be a headache case. It sounds horrible to me.
I mean, I got feelings about the NFL, but, I mean, they try to give me $50 million. That's a generational change of wealth. I'll shut up, take that $50 million, then when I leave, I'll be like, nah, screw y'all, I'm good, and I'm out. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, get the 50
do
million
that.
first.
Right, get the money first. And even if that's the case, even if you got all these feelings, right, you hate this person, just go to one place and work hard and keep your mouth shut and show out. And then you get the payday. You've shown what you can do.
Well, the thing is, even if he's going to be a diva receiver, right, like, it's ways to do it that way and still get the money, too. Like, look at Odell. Odell got paid by Cleveland this year. He's going to get paid by somebody else next year, right? He's the same type of receiver. This guy, he is just stupid, though. He's doing all these antics from the outside. Like, he's not inside the building, you know?
Stupid, man, stupid.
He caught his thing with the sexual misconduct and all that stuff, right? Now, he knew this was coming down the pipe. But all of a sudden, when this comes out for him, and he doesn't tell the Patriots, they release him, he tweets about Robert Kraft getting caught in the massage parlor. Like, this is a motherfucker who gave you another opportunity. Who could literally give you another one when all this shit was cleared up.
Hey, Sonny.
Yeah.
Who you think said the N-word more? Deke last episode or Robert Kraft after that happened with Antonio Brown?
Imagine Robert Kraft, he opened his phone and seen that tweet. Probably like, this motherfucker.
Right, yeah. Antonio Brown, you get asshole of the week.
Yeah. Clap it up for this motherfucker.
Congratulations, sir. All right, man. It's time for my favorite part of the show. We got the Gaines Corner. Gaines Corner!
Animation.
All right, man. This was a hard choice today, so I got to expand a little bit if y'all don't mind. So the first thing I want to talk about is a real simple story. Our favorite place, Florida. So real quick, I'll run through this. A man broke into another man's house in Florida, and he decided he didn't want to take anything. He didn't want to steal anything. He didn't want to kill the man. He didn't want to do anything. He didn't even want to rape the man. Just say that, right? He wanted to suck on his toes. So when the dude said, "Hey, man, what the hell you doing in my house?" He says, "I've come here to suck on some toes." And he proceeds to start sucking on the man's toes. So it gets better. So when the dude finally fights him off and they get into it, and the guy he finally runs out, right? As he runs out, I guess he's pissed because the dude didn't let him suck on his toes. So he bust the man's window and kicked his car and shit before he took off.
Are you serious? Like, are you serious right now?
Yeah, man.
Yo.
That's Florida.
Let me tell you something, man. I'm not buying it. I think he had to know, dude, man.
He knew,
fucking way.
Man. Right.
Hey,
he said, "I just came here to suck on some toes." That's like Buddy from that after school special shit. "I like you. I want you. We can either do this the easy way or the hard way." Like, he had to know that.
Hey,
I agree with you, Deke. I agree with Deke.
I come with a punchline. The punchline of the story. This is how they caught the guy. They got DNA off the man's toes and got the dog tracked down. Bruh.
Come on, bro. Shit. All right, look, just imagine a point where the cop literally got to look you in your face and ask you, like, "Sir, we need to swab your toes.
We need to swab
Get some DNA evidence."
Now that we got that out the way, let's get to the video.
Hey, for real though, motherfucker ever break into my house and suck on my toes, but they gonna be in for a goddamn rude awakening. I got Eagles claws down here, boy. I'm gonna cut that fucking tongue out, man. That shit gonna be gone.
Eagles claws.
Same way, bro, I could bat a fish out the water with these feet.
I'm telling you, man, that shit gonna be over.
A while back, between us, we joked about the blind stripper, right? It's a blind stripper, and she walked on stage with the cane and everything and went out there and did her thing. And that led to a bunch of questions about, like, how did she count the money? How did you get ripped off? Or can you tell the texture of different bills? Like, a whole bunch of stuff came through my head, right?
Right.
So we found another video that shows that she has an app on her phone that you scan it, and that's how you count the money.
How much?
That's a 20.
Oh, this is a 20? Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see how much your 20 really worth, nigga. Let's see. Money reader. $1. Fuck, nigga, this
all right,
ain't no motherfucking 20.
Then here's...
Right? So I'm like, oh, that's cool. that's that's pretty cool. But then another video that Sonny brought to our attention is this blind stripper went to somebody's house, and the video seems like that's her people with her, and then she jumps on another girl and whips this girl ass. And I'm like,
What?
we're gonna show the video. We're gonna show it.
Fuck you, bitch! Fuck you! Fuck you, bitch! Fuck you, pussy ass, doll ass bitch!
All right, Emma, break it up.
Fuck you, bitch!
Let her go. Let her go.
Brittany, that's enough.
That's enough, Brittany.
Listen to me. You said you would listen to me. That's enough.
She said, you said you would listen to me.
That's enough.
I want to ask y'all how y'all felt about this. And then what would you do? Like, let's say the first thing, how do y'all feel about this happening, right? That's the first thing I want to ask y'all.
Can I answer first?
Go ahead.
The question I want to do is, what would you do if you walked in your house, right? Or you walked around the corner, and there's 3 girls, one of them blind, and the blind one is jumping on, a friend of yours or significant other or wife or whatever in that house right there. What would you do at that point? Would you just not attack the person because they blind, or would you just wild out?
Oh no, I'm finna German suplex this blind motherfucker.
Okay, number one. First answer. This shit is fucking stupidity. Whoever drove the blind girl to go in someone else's house to get in a fucking fight, man. That's the dumbest shit I've ever. Like, what are you thinking the whole time? You're leading this motherfucker up the steps to this apartment. Number 2 thing. These motherfuckers show up to my house to fight. I don't have no fucking sympathy. I'm going to walk up to the group. I'm going to say, hey, guys, why are we here? Why are we doing this? And then I'm going to punch that blind motherfucker dead in their goddamn nose. They not going to see it coming. What you mean? I'm going to drop that motherfucker in the doorway. Then I'm going to look at all their fucking friends and be like, you did this.
Hey.
You did this. There has to be something else for this blind girl to do other than strip, though, bro. Like that, I just don't see how that's working out, bro.
Well, apparently she's like really educated. Like she knows a bunch of languages and she's in school. And
I'm not buying it when she's running in people's house whipping somebody's ass, man.
I don't know.
You can't see where the fuck she's going.
She fluent in ratchet.
Right, she fluent in ratchet. Right, real shit.
As a viewer, I was impressed by his little background, but now I see that what it really is.
Hey, no studio tours, because we
right. So that shit, look. So like now that you see it for real, shit's trash, right? Yeah.
I know. I bet it did.
Deacon, tell them where they can find you on the internet.
Damn, Deacon on Instagram, still not fucking with Twitter.
Gaines, where you at?
It's G Gaines, man. That's it. As always. Wakanda forever. Not just when they got the movie out. So that, man, the Black Panther, man. The Black Panther watch. Wakanda.
Hey, man. I feel you. Y'all can catch me at Soundchasm on Instagram. Catch me on Twitter at ChasmSound. This episode will be out on Monday, January the 6th on YouTube, on Tuesday, January 7th on all your streaming podcast platforms. Y'all got anything else?
That's it, man. I'm about to finish watching this Dolomite.
Look like you want to be an extra in it.
I know, right? Hey, man, catch us on Instagram at AWO Podcast. Catch us on Twitter at AWO Podcast 1. Catch us on Instagram at AWO Podcast. Catch us on Twitter at AWO Podcast 1. If you got any inquiries, if you want to talk to us, if you want us to give us any suggestions or topics, hit us up, awopodcast at gmail.com. Remember, if you watch this on YouTube, go ahead and like, subscribe, share the video. If you catch it on your podcast platforms, download it, subscribe, like, rate it, all those good things. Fellas, we got anything else?
No, whatever he said, what Sonny said.
That's it.
That's it.
Hey, man, remember, opinions are like assholes. We just some assholes with opinions. Appreciate it.
There you go.